which I thought I had bookmarked, but Trick Williams jumped and attacked Joe Hendry at TNA as well. We might already covered it on the show. Here's Sol Ruka talking to Bully Ray on Busted Open After Dark while discussing what it meant to her to win the NXT Women's North American Championship.
In your first major championship here in NXT.
Winning it, honestly, the scariest part of a ladder match was grabbing the title. I was completely fine, like, doing my stuff. And then, like, when it got time to, like, grab it, I was like, I have to let go of both hands to grab this title. And I was terrified. I was like, oh no, I hope it don't fall. I hope it don't fall. But I grabbed it, and, like, I feel like in the moment, like, you try and soak it in, but you're still so in the mindset of just, like, I have to be on right now. And once I got to the back, like, emotional, all that stuff, and then, like, watching the video back and, like, seeing the crowd stand up, I was just like, oh my God, I'm crying. And, like, it was crazy.
That match went 7 million years. Fletcher gained nothing from it. And what happens when Hangman's too old to do front flips? Does he just lariat people? Like, this is what people got to think about with the moves they do and their move sets, and you know.
And I still feel like whenever I, like, talk about it or watch it, I still, like, get pretty emotional about it because I don't want to cry. The first one was right after my injury, and that was just a really, really hard time for me. And I will say that I think that my injury was probably one of the best things that's happened to me thus far in terms of, like, my career and my development. But yeah, that was, like, my first, like, major match back. That was, like, my in terms of, like, my career and my to me was probably one of the best things that's happened.
See, sorry, I wanted to bring back to show you guys. She said that her injury was one of the best things to happen to her. And this is what I tell people a lot. I've said it on this show a lot of times. Sometimes these injuries come, like, they're blessings in disguise, right? Ilya Dragunov, where does he fit in to the main roster? He showed up from NXT. He was just kind of bland and whack. Let's be honest. He was kind of whack. He was just, like, giving people advice and backstage. Like, he's it's like, bro, you just got here, you know? He got injured. Unfortunate. I don't want anyone to get injured, but he's going to come back in the best shape of his life, and he's going to have a role now. Maybe he's the new guy in the Rollins faction. Oh my God. Rollins, Breaker, and Dragunov and Heyman. Evolution is a mystery. And Dragunov comes out wearing suits like Breaker did, and him and Breaker come out and just beat the piss out of people. That's what I'm saying, guys. So him getting injured was a blessing in disguise. Triple H getting injured and coming back, and then at WrestleMania 18, he's in there for the Undisputed Championship, right? That was a blessing in disguise. John Cena getting hurt and popping up at that Rumble. That's another moment. So, yeah, just listen to how she says that. It's one of the best things that happened for her.
Major match back, and I did really want to win. Like, I'm not gonna lie, just because I just thought it would have been such a cool moment to, like, come back and, like, win this title after being gone for 9 months. But I think in hindsight now, I'm so happy of how it played out, because winning it at Stand Deliver is just, like, it's crazy.
So here is the first trailer from Karrion Kross. Watch the official trailer now. Get ready. So this is like a documentary about him, I guess, and his. I don't know if this is like a kayfabe doc or what, like a mockumentary, but like serious or whatever. Let's take a look.
Where does Kevin go from here?
I've had in me what people saw last night for a long time.
You want a viral moment?
There's only so much paint in the can that you're allowed to paint with. Because there's 2 masters to serve.
Guy with the suit and tie in the truck, go fuck yourself.
And you're neither of them.
What's lying beneath is a beast that's been dormant. And this is going to be the thing to wake him up.
I saw a clip from the WrestleMania recap today. Karrion Kross went off. What was that all about?
I feel like I have a responsibility to the people that made me the professional wrestler that I am, to show up and do something. I'm willing to put it all on the line.
A sheep has left the fold, hoofbeats go trotting, trotting up to heaven bold. At the gates and knocking, knocking, sheep and wolfish clothes. Holy jaws are dropping up in heaven's hold. Plant my hooves, my hooks, my books.
Yeah, so I want to check that out for sure. The overrun check bounced. Yeah, that Mania promo he was cutting was good. I don't know. I'll check that out. Shout out Karrion Kross. Here's Paul Heyman randomly just appeared with this, I guess, this TikTok influencer. Her name's Daniela Chavez Top. And she's on TikTok, and he's just there with her at like a fucking resort. I don't know. People are like, is he dating this girl? But no, I think just she knew it would go viral and shit. And he's just chilling with like this babe on a resort on TikTok. I have no idea who this lady is, by the way, but I guess she's like an influencer or something, like a TikTok model, which I guess that's a thing too. TikTok's the one, like, I got into it for a bit and then it's just like I can't, you know? It's literal brain rot. Or yeah, maybe they're in Florida or something there. Who knows? NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer recently reached 1 million followers on Instagram. Gives her the second most followed woman currently on the NXT roster. For comparison here, the approximate top 10 most followed current WWE stars. Logan Paul, man, has 27.4 million. John Cena, 21.2 million. That's insane. They don't put The Rock on here, but he has like 400 million followers or some shit, doesn't he? Roman Reigns, around 10 million. Randy Orton, around 7. Alexa Bliss, 6. Rhea Ripley, 5.6. Becky Lynch, 5.5. Damn, Ripley more than the man. Mysterio, 4.9. Rollins, 4.8. Balor, 4.8. Steph, though, reached 1 million on IG, and damn, dude, the second lady in NXT to fucking do that. Awesome for her. She's a star, dude. When I make videos about her, the shit pops off, you know? So I know firsthand. CM Punk talks to Deadline about him and Dave Batista. He says, me and Batista are trying to do a rom-com, maybe not together, but it's a race. He really wants to do one, and I really want to do one. Dave and I are two emotional bitches. We would absolutely kill that genre, guaranteed. Him especially. I'm dying to work with him. What if we were romantically involved? Who's not going to pay to see that? Yeah, I don't know. If you guys have seen Punk's horror movie, y'all should let me know what you think. I liked it. Like, it's not bad, you know, and the story's not bad. He's not like the best actor ever, but he carries it. Like, he's good enough to be in the role. He's good on heels. He's really good on heels because he's just playing a carny fuck, and that's what wrestlers are. Yeah, I don't know. There's a way to do it where Punk is like losing out on a girl because Batista's like swerving on her and shit, you know? And then they have to like fight to get her back or whatever. I don't know. There's something like that there. Tommy Dreamer says Pat McAfee's WWE Raw promo is in the top 20 promos of all time. I'd really have to make a list of 20. I'm not gonna sit here and make a list.
You just made the list.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I can't think. I could think of a bunch more probably if I sat down and thought about it, but it is up there. It's a really good one. I'll say that sounds about right. I'll trust Tommy's fucking I'll trust what Tommy has to say. You know what I mean? So multiple talents discovered their scrapped WrestleMania 41 plans through the WWE Unreal trailer. Okay, so how? What does the trailer stooge that none of us saw? That's what I don't know. I'd have to watch it again, I guess. So Friday Night Smackdown, tickets distributed 6,400. This is in 2 days. Yeah, sorry. This is Smackdown this Friday, and this was last updated 12 days ago. Yeah, 6,467 tickets. I think they'll hit the 8,000 since the 12 days ago. I'm sure if there's a more recent update, they're at the 8,000. But yeah, this setup's only for 8,607, and they're not even selling it out. And this is at the Wells Fargo in Des Moines. And yeah, the last time Raw was there, they did 6,600 and some. So they're doing about like the same numbers. They'll at least do that or beat that number, which is a pat on the back for sure. You're beating your numbers the last time you were there. Yeah, I wonder if this price gouging catches up with them. It will, and then they'll lower the prices, and then you know, people will be happy. Like, same with them saying, oh, we're halting the house tour loops and shit. They'll bring them back to some degree. They'll bring them back again once you know, it might be in a decade, but they'll see value. It's a company, man. It's a TV show. Things are going to change with the times. And yeah, I don't know if this is indicative of anything, though, because the last time they were there was in 2 years ago, and they drew 6,600, and they're still beating that. It's not an L, but definitely you see a lot of people chirping about it. CM Punk says, I have pre-existing relationships and projects I work on that are grandfathered into my WWE contract, of course. He says, typically I do Monday Night Raw live on Netflix every week, but if I need to dip out for 2 weeks or to shoot an independent film, I can always do that. We're trying to petition Netflix to do a 3rd season of Heels. Netflix, do a 3rd fucking season of Heels, please. Please! I have 2 projects coming down the line that I'm very excited about. One is the TV show Revival that will air on Sci-Fi, and a really, really fun movie called Night Patrol, written and directed by Ryan Prowse. So yeah, Punk doing the damn thing. Kevin Nash, he had this to say. He says he explained why Rock missed WrestleMania, shutting down rumors that it was simply a creative choice. According to Nash, The Rock was unable to appear because he was filming a Martin Scorsese movie, and the production team wasn't willing to risk an injury. It's not filming yet, okay? And that's the problem with it, is that it's not filming yet. So you have to think, the live action Moana, he's got to do press for. The Mark Kerr thing, he's got to do press for. It won't be big. The Mark Kerr thing's not like a big Hollywood press thing, but it's The Rock, so he's gonna put everything into it. And then the Scorsese film it's gonna film. That'll take a year at least, and then a year of editing promo before we see it, probably. So a year of filming, so we'll get like some time off, and then we'll get him having to do promo. And then in that time off, you have to imagine that he's got other shit lined up, right? And in all of that, there's Moana promotion and this Smashing Machine movie promotion. So we're not getting The Rock, bro. And it hasn't filmed. I think they started pre-production. Rock's been in Hawaii, maybe screen tests and shit. Who knows? But yeah, Rock couldn't show up because he was filming the Scorsese film. The last time Rock showed up before Hercules, he tore his pelvis bone and cost production $10 million. Yeah, and Scorsese's got shit just with like actors. Like you can't even like ride horseback or whatever. Like they don't want you. He doesn't want you getting injured and fucking up his movie once it goes into production, you know? Scorsese was not going to let him. Nash added whether the movie was filming or in pre-production. There's no way the studio would allow. He added that whether the movie was in filming or pre-production. Yeah, no, exactly. That doesn't matter. If it's in pre-production, you ain't doing shit. Okay? He's not doing anything physical. So now, could he have walked down to the ring, gotten in the ring, and like slapped Cody Rhodes or something? Yeah, he could have did that. But as far as him wrestling, which everyone thought he was having a match, yeah, that was a pipe dream for a while. The Rock knew it and sort of fibbed about it, you know? And then he was fibbing the whole time. Anyways, Dominik Mysterio takes a jab at Penta and Rey Fenix joining WWE on Busted Open.
Specifically, a Penta and a Rey Fenix who are now in the WWE.
I mean, do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah. Brutally honest.
I mean, it took them long enough, right?
Wow.
I mean, we got what is it, 12, 13 guys with masks on? I mean,
I love this kid.
It doesn't even matter, right? Like they all hide their face. Like I'm a good-looking dude. I don't need to wear a mask. Like if you go back to that,
it's weird because they put Dom in a mask in 2K25 for some reason. That's some shit I unlocked.
WCW Eddie segment, you know, where he demasks everyone. There's a reason these guys wear masks. They're all ugly. And like I could give a shit about Penta and Fenix. They're all false.
And Fenix! Oh shit, Mysterio listens to PWT. Confirmed. Oh shit, Phoenix.
At this point compared to me. Like I already beat Penta.
So good. Yeah, Dom's the best heel in the business, even though now we're cheering him. That's the problem. Same with Breaker. WWE Raw scored their best viewership on Netflix for the post-WrestleMania episode since the week after the premiere. Raw scored 3.6 million viewers, up 24%, with 8.7 million hours viewed. The views were the 3rd highest in show history, while the hours viewed were the 2nd highest. The show ranked number 3 for the week on Netflix in the US and number 5 globally. They also were number 1 and beat out you. So I think, for the week. See, that's why I like Raj. He tells you the week because that's more, that's a better way to gauge it, right? Because it's all about minutes viewed and hours watched and shit. So on the day, though, they beat out you, the you finale, I believe. My girl was talking about that. My wife, where the fuck she's at. But so Raw beat that out number 1 for that day. And I think the you finale dropped maybe like over the weekend or something, but still, that's why you gauge it by weeks and stuff and minutes watched, because people watch shit on their own time with streaming. So that's really good that they're still number 3, right? Here's Paul Heyman again. I'm a Paul Heyman girl with this fucking baddie from wherever. Yeah, people know, like, Heyman goes viral, bro. He's super popular. And the Heyman girls. Here is NXT referee Vicky Derrico, who shares a new selfie. And I'm typically not one of these dudes who's like, look at everyone's selfies, but Jesus Christ, that's their referee. So moving along. Stone Cold reveres that he was low-key annoyed. So he was on the Ariel Helwani show. I implore you all to check out the full interview. It's like an hour long, I think 45 minutes. And Stone Cold said that he was low-key annoyed that Logan Paul publicly revealed that he tried to pay him to dress like a Prime bottle. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about here, Logan Paul revealed, I think on his podcast, that he begged Stone Cold, like, I'll give you $1 million if you dress up like a Prime bottle, like if you come out at WrestleMania dressed in the Prime bottle thing. He was going to give him $1 million or whatever. And it's like, Logan, no, like, you don't do that. For fuck's sakes. He's got a lot to learn still, but
Logan Paul said on his podcast that he offered you a sum of money to dress up in a Prime bottle and you turned it down. Is that true?
Man, if he said that, I'm not going to call him a liar. And I just thought that was kind of personal business. But so since it's out there, I turned it down. I'm in the beer, I'm in the beer business. I sell Broken Skull beer, and we're in about 25 or 30 states. I don't know anything about his product. I don't know about the ingredients in it, if it's good, if it's bad, or whatever. So it wasn't my thing. So I turned it down just because I wasn't into it, and that's no disrespect to him or his product.
I saw the reaction to.
You can tell he did not like that shit. Austin did not like that shit. Disrespect the business, boy. What? So speaking of jabs here, man, Nick Khan with a mighty jab towards Tony Khan. And he goes, sometimes as you grow in an organization and you get more towards the top, there's a lot of people who say, it's great, it's great. So, I mean, who is he talking about? Where's Cornette's fucking bell, dude? There's people who say, it's great, it's great. But if it's not great, you got to make sure that you have the key people in place who will tell you, I don't think this is going well. And that's the thing, man. Danielson, as we highlighted before in the show, he won't tell Tony Khan. It's great to get all the money and shit, and it's awesome to be like and pretend, oh yeah, everyone here is the best ever. But if you need key people, real friends, real business partners, you can tell you're fucking up. So here we go, moving along. Stone Cold, he talks more about WWE breaking kayfabe. And, he talks about how he's I'm old school. Might crash my ATV into Logan Paul. What?
Wrestling fans, they're old school in a sense. They're nostalgic. And so when things like, there's this documentary that's coming out, a series on Netflix where they're going to show behind the scenes, like the writing process, the creative process called WWE Unreal, or even little things like ads all over the ring, they get very fired up. To the non-fan, you'd be like, who cares? When you see this stuff, how do you feel about it? Are you old school like that? Should there not be ads on the ring? Should there not be cameras in the writing room?
Man, that's where I'm still I'm a little old school on that. And, it's just like, I'm a big Magic fan, but, if Harry Houdini.
God damn it, when David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear, tell me how he make the goddamn Statue of Liberty disappear. What? Fucking terrible.
He's still around. I don't want him to tell me how he does it. I want to figure.
Kayfabe's so dead. It's so dead beyond dead. So Hulk Hogan feels that John Cena's heel turn was disconnected, dude, from the follow-up. He says, well, you know something, dude. First off, John Cena was my favorite wrestler. Let me start there. What? Because I grinded for years, brother. And there was no Rock, no Stone Cold. There was only me for 20 plus years. John stepped up and really ran with the ball, and he did a really great job. Damn. And at the end of the day, dude, when he turned heel, like the NWO storyline, not only did we deliver, we rolled out with me, Hall and Nash. And that story kept snowballing and snowballing, and we kept getting more evil and evil. Like that stinky giant that I pressed above my head, Jack. And so for me, watching that story with John Cena when The Rock did the throat thing, cut his throat, and John Cena turned heel, I expected more of the same. And then John Cena came out, and there was no Rock. Yeah, they really should have been in his goddamn corner. You know, I'm sure The Rock could have been in his corner, but he's not going to risk Scorsese, bro. So I know everybody's got movies and obligations and stuff, Jack. Like Santa with Muscles too, dude. Coming to Tubi. But it didn't feel like that big tidal wave coming at you. Like when the NWO took over, man, I even hate to say the word, we just cleaned house and beat everybody's ass and we just killed it. All the baby faces were crying and complaining and it got really ugly. We were so powerful with that trio. Yeah, I don't know. It is sort of shitty. The Hollywood Balds I thought were going to take over. It was going to be good stuff, but it is what it is, dude. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, brah. The third man is Izzy Martinez. We're in amateur wrestling, Jack, and we're taking it over New World Order style. So Natty responds to Dakota Kai. So Dakota Kai tweets out saying, like, I miss wrestling and I miss you guys. Not hurt, by the way. And then Natalia says, I miss wrestling too. Yeah, I don't know. AEW, Tony Khan, get your pocketbook ready there. Your checkbook, rather, pocketbook. You mean his cell phone, you dumbass? Tony, Stone Cold Steve Austin comments on crashing his ATV at Wrestlemania, saying it was a different throttle system than he's used to. Well, shit, kid, I pull up and the throttle system's just, holy fuck, are you sure it wasn't the 12 Steve Weisers? You slammed? What? Oh, man, no, I don't want to, like, insinuate or accuse him of anything, but, like, come on. We know everyone is partying back there. Oh, shit. Let's listen to his explanation.
Could I ask, obviously I'd be remiss if I don't ask your perspective on the ATV riding. What happened there?
Oh, just different throttle setup than what I'm normally used to. And long story short, just different throttle system because I'm pretty good.
Oh, my God, dude. A different throttle system. Holy shit. Someone sabotaged me. Who is it? Rikishi snipped the wire.
Damn handy on a
snip the brake. He did it for the people. He did it for The Rock.
Any sort of aftermath there to all of that?
No, just, I was embarrassed about it. And I think everybody's okay. But I mean, you go out there on the biggest night, in wrestling. And
that's a worse excuse than The Rock's on Pat McAfee show for not being at Mania.
Up like that. It's not the greatest day at the office. You go out there and you want to give people the best show that you can. And when you fall short of that, it's not great.
Could I ask, obviously I'd be remiss if I don't ask your perspective on
your perspective on crashing the ATV into people. Logan Paul uses Liv Morgan's mugshot for his music video. And it actually pops her pretty well. Which it should. I mean, the shit will probably get millions of views. No? Does his music still get millions of views? He's real bad at fucking rapping. And then his he tried to do pop music too, but he realized, like, I'm pretty sure he went to Sweden and everything, but they pretty much he learned quickly, like, you can't just make pop music. It's fucking hard. I don't know, just a lot goes into it, a lot of fingerprints and production and everything, to where it's like, yeah, you're better off just making shitty rap songs, uploading them to YouTube, you know?
Sweet.
What? You like it that much?
Yeah, I need to see it again.
So good looking. It's the
It's the best part right here.
I cannot do all.
That is pretty funny though. So Zelina Vega says Aleister Black was so ready to return to WWE.
After everything, that both him and I had been through, it felt like, okay, that chapter of the crazy is done. And now we can start this new chapter. And I think he was so ready for that. He was so ready to return home. And honestly, my favorite part was obviously seeing him go out there and do what he does. But Hunter hugging him afterwards and saying, welcome home was really, really nice. After everything that both him and I had been
What did he go through? The torture of AEW? Okay, so here is sexy BJ Ray, right? And he is the guy on the LFG show. And then someone made a picture of him as Star-Lord, and then he posted this picture. He's like, y'all didn't know Chris is actually my uncle, my mom's little brother. And it's like, is that true? He took a picture. The way people are going to believe this, yeah, he has to be trolling because he's such a fucking troll. He's so good. Like, he's going to be such a good heel in WWE, and the more you start to see him on NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Wrensday. Of course, it is Wrensday. It is Rusev Day, but it is also Wrensday here. So let's check in. Happy Wrensday with our girl, Ren Sinclair.
Hey guys, happy Wrensday. Today we have a special guest. Miles. So it's out.
Hey, what?
Okay, so our first question, as he knows now that we're going to ask questions, the first one is, can you hear this?
You want to ask a question?
The second question. Besides Ren, who inspires you the most inside and outside of the wrestling business? Besides me, of course.
You.
I know it's going to be hard, but...
Yeah, you take first place, all right.
I don't know. That's just like her recording, guys. The crackling and the bad mic, that's like part of her bit. She just, like, yeah, it has to be because it's too funny. But yes, that's like a smoke detector or something in her house or something.
Who inspires you the most inside and outside of the wrestling business? Besides me, of course. I know it's going to be hard, but...
Yeah, you take first place, all right. Probably Randy Orton.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Well, a follow-up kind of question to that. Do you...
Oh, damn, he has like a speech impediment with his R's kind of, hey? That's kind of cool. That's like a little quirk. You know, in wrestling, you take shit like that and you run with it, you know? And it fucking works. Just ask Dustin. Ask Cody Rhodes that day with the lip, you know?
Hear voices inside your head, and do they counsel you?
I don't hear any voices.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Isn't he like deaf or something? Jesus Christ. See, I completely forget about that aspect. I know chat's probably lighting me up. I'm not even looking at chat, but it just dawned on me. Oh, yeah, they made the joke about him being deaf. So that's why. Okay. So that's that's like that's like awesome to be like, if he doesn't hear shit, obviously you can read lips good. Obviously, if you're close enough to him, people can hear. That's the joke, obviously. Okay, now this is making sense. See, I'm such a dumbass. The bit is ruined. We ruined Ren's whole fucking bit. Can I get a dummy? Yeah, for your boy Phil. The reason there's a smoke detector and all that shit, that's part of the bit, guys. Okay?
Dummy, yeah.
Because he's fucking deaf. And when she whispered, like, do you hear anything? Whatever. See, I fucked up the whole bit. Jesus Christ. I just forgot he was deaf. There you go. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that LOL, we are all learning something new today. Join the club. Whoops, deaf. Sorry, fella. I hear nothing in my head. Yeah, this is way funnier. Here, let's rewind. This is way funnier now when you fucking realize he's deaf. Let's rewatch. Happy Wrensday, everyone.
Hey guys, happy Wrensday. Today we have a special guest. Miles. So it's out.
Hey, what?
Okay, so our first question, as he knows now that we're going to ask questions, the first one is, can you hear this?
You want to ask a question?
Oh my God. And she put the carbon monoxide detector, whatever, in the background. That's hilarious. Ren is so funny. That attention to detail, that's so fucking funny, man.
The second question. Besides Ren, who inspires you the most inside and outside of the wrestling business? Besides me, of course. I know it's going to be hard, but...
Yeah, you take first place, all right. Probably Randy Orton.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Well, a follow-up kind of question to that. Do you hear voices inside your head, and do they counsel you?
I don't hear any voices.
Oh.
Yeah. Everything on the outside pretty quiet. A lot going on.
Are the voices in your head though?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
I mean, they're my
Follow-up question. What do they sound like?
like mumble.
Okay. Okay. Well, for this last question, do you believe in Joe Hendry?
Hell no.
Miles, get out. Miles.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's so good. And it's funny because the thing's going off in the background and she never brings it up. So it's such a good bit in that regard. And I just fucked it up because I'm too stupid to remember all the wrestlers' disabilities, I guess, pal. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was WWE News. Round of applause for WWE News.